Hey everyone, you're in your fourth week of our class, which is really exciting. It feels like a whole month has passed, even if it kind of hasn't yet. So, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown here of exactly what to do this week, and you should be good to go. You've previously finished your essay. That's really exciting stuff. Your first essay is completely done. I can't wait to read them. I can't wait to grade them. You should have gotten the group comments from me for revisions by now, but most of you are already on the excellent track to a great polished final draft. So you'll get comments from me, not immediately because it takes me a long time to get through all of your papers, but hopefully by the week's end, maybe early next week. So do keep your eyes open for that. Don't worry about emailing me if you haven't seen anything yet. You'll absolutely get a notice when a grade has been changed or altered, right? You get a notice via email from LSUE saying, hey, something's changed here. And you can go check it out. You don't have to wait and keep checking. Okay, for this week, you have more of a reflection week than really a writing week. So kind of wipe your brow off and take a deep breath. You have the description essay, which is one of your first essays, one of your first 4 major essays. You have a bunch of drafts. You have a lot of points to gain. Hopefully you're working really, really hard right now on those things in your mind, right? So this week what you end up having is the description of the description essay from the textbook. You're going to read that, right? It's relatively long, but not too long. Then you have the assignment sheet and the grading rubric to see what I want from you, exactly what's expected of you, and where you have some flexibility to be able to choose what you kind of want to do with your own style. You're going to choose a piece of art, right? Could be anything. Could be a photograph. It could be a painting. I've provided a folder of ones that are really, really great and have a lot of depth to them, right? If you are uninspired or you say, man, these really suck. I don't want to do any of this. I don't like this class. I don't like this essay. It's kind of too bad, right? You can, though, for wiggle room's sake, choose your own, right? You have to submit to me in the topic selection your defense of what you choose, whether it's one of mine from the folder or it's one of your own. But if you do include your own, let's say you really love the description essay, but you want to do it on a photograph of, I don't know, a Hurricane Katrina, for example. You have a lot to describe there. You can have a lot to talk about. You're going to submit both your answers to the questions for the description essay topic selection, and you're going to include a copy of what you've chosen to describe, right? It needs to be a painting or a photograph. Some sort of piece of art is the idea, right? That's where we're going to keep kind of on track so everything stays nice and stable and none of us are like going off into the ether. You're also going to go ahead and do another forum, right? Forum number 4 for the description essay where you talk to your peers. Hopefully you all get feedback. Some of you have been doing some weird shady forum work like, oh yeah, that was a great idea. Cool, exclamation point. That's not an adequate response, right? If someone told you that after you gave a long story at dinner, you're like, oh man, cool story, bro. That would be just rude, right? So don't do that in a forum. Make sure you're engaging, make sure you're actually instigating discussion, and you should be fine, right? Otherwise, you just have weird, placid remarks, and it's just boring, and no one wants to do it, and no one's talking to each other, and we all just stare at the internet, which isn't where you want to be in a class, right? So beef up those responses, please. Your forum grades will be posted. Your additional grades from last week may take a little time, but they'll also be posted, and you'll get a notice when those things are done. That's all the comments I have for you this week. I will, for next week, show you exactly how to do this essay, breakdown by breakdown, starting at the very, very front of it by saying, I pick this painting and this is what you do, step by step, right? So don't stress yourself too hard about, oh God, how am I going to write about a piece of art? I don't know anything about art. Don't worry about that stuff, right? I'm going to walk you through it exactly in a video next week. It's a really cool video, actually. It's like a screenshot of a painting, and I go through it with you. So hopefully you enjoy that. But for now, just reflect on what you'd like to do some searching if you don't like the pieces I've chosen, and get talking with your peers on the internet. And I will see you in class.